Welcome back, Leo Divine Feminines, for your twin flame update. The previous videos are still there to be viewed, which is a flow-on effect to these ones here. However, these are going to give you the update with the Venus energy going direct, Mercury going retrograde. If you are new, if you wish to subscribe, I do live sessions on here. I'm a twin, I do all the psychic downloads, and you have the ability to be part of the tribe and get the support as well as any questions you might have during the process. If you are needing a booking, the link does take you to the website and it takes you through the whole process. And for the tribe, thank you very much for being here again. Okay, frequency, what's going on? Feminines, you guys were really having to use your intuition. You're getting tired of having to use your intuition with this. You may have got a lot of downloads in the last week, and especially during the Venus retrograde. Moving forward, what you're needing to do is recover from all the downloads, from the transformation, and to just gain your bearings. There is going to be blessings after the fact if you can recoup. At a financial level, some of you might be trying to gain your foundation back after gaining your frequency. You're trying to gain your bearings. So I keep hearing gain. Some of you might have some financial wins coming through. You're also very reflective and nostalgic of what used to be moving forward. So you're still holding that very dear in your heart, but you're also being very 3D. It's like you're looking at it in two ways, nostalgia but reality. And that's why I'm feeling you need to recoup and to gain your bearings, because your perception within it isn't as clear as it used to be in the past due to what's transpired. Your twin's energy currently may have been, or in the past rather, might have been a bit manipulative. So you might have felt a bit stuck that you couldn't be completely yourself, although that frequency is very much changing. Moving forward, I feel as though some of them might have older children, but they're looking at finances, and from a very separate point of view, if your twin doesn't have children, they're looking at what affected them emotionally and abundantly where they invested. And there's guilt connected to that. There's sadness in relation to the investment they placed there. Some of them, again, may have older children. That's for some of them. When it comes to them feeling overwhelmed with the past, it is coming to an end, again, ending a karmic cycle, and they're wanting to have an abundant future. So it might be a business venture, it may be their true beliefs have very much changed, and they do hold great passion. Financially, they're wanting to be abundant, as well as their emotions. They want to be open to be loving towards you. So they're working on that aspect, and they're going to make a judgment in relation to what their revelations are going to be. For you guys, the way you're feeling at the moment, it might be reflecting upon maybe some mirroring effects that you had going on. And a lot of times the mirror is actually shown to us after the fact of jumping out of the twin flame connection and being alone, or being in a soulmate karmic relationship, whatever you wish to call your direct situation. We grab the mirror from their frequency in other people. So there may be some frequencies coming up around you at the moment that are reminding you of how perhaps you were, or how perhaps they were, and deep reflections going on in that domain. You are coming out of anger with that factor and gaining clarity. But your feelings about the past is you wonder why it can't bode well. You know, you can see the flaws in the plan now quite clearly. You know, and it might have been disputes in relation to jealousy or frustration if they currently are in a karmic relationship and they're giving more to this direct connection. But you want to be able to invest in it, but you want the give and take to be balanced. For some of you, the karmic energy might just be their direct blocks with finances. Okay, currently, those of you who are in separation, you're feeling this separate, how do I put it? You're feeling the energy of separation more so, but so is your twin. It's like, you know, going through the process of retrograde plus, you know, separation, you sort of have different frequencies throughout the whole thing. But a lot of us feel like we were going through a stage of the retrograde, like we weren't coherent. You're really feeling that frequency now. You're very much in your mind in relation to that and reflecting at a clearer perspective. What you want to see change is a fresh start. And for them to be in their own power and have control over the things that were directly impacting them. I am seeing a family dynamic though for some of them. It can be their own direct family being an issue, or the tribe that they mix with, which can be their family. Their intentions are directly to offer you this cup. But they don't know how to do it. They're very concerned about how do they approach you, especially after what's transpired. They're really planning. So their actions they're going to take are to really have a look at it. I feel it's like they're looking at a map of the previous connection of how it used to be, what didn't work in other connections, and how to directly address it within this connection. Because of maybe the fact that they weren't faithful in the past for some of them, or assessing it from that perspective due to the fact that family dynamics weren't all that perfect. They're concerned that it's over, and some of them also at a very separate level may have had one parent not present. Okay, what outcome they're wishing to happen in relation to the connection with you? Both of you are wanting the communication. You directly feel there is potential with your twin, but you also feel you want them to own their power when it comes to them attempting to communicate with you, and you're concerned it's going to be a false frequency. I feel intuitively those of you do feel that they may be in a karmic connection. The clarification is no, many of them are leaving that situation. On top of your concerns may be that they don't wish to take this to the next level, and you're concerned that there's a lacking of potential of that. A lot of what's coming through is your fair-based frequencies due to the past tense energy, and that's why the very heavy energy coming through was for you guys to recoup. How others are directly influencing you. They know too many things about you. It may be that you are regretful that you gave them so much power in the situation, because you've transformed, so to speak. Your opinion of various intervals and situations within this connection have transformed. And the movement forward, you know, your concerns and fears are that there's this continuation of pain and separation. Again, it is a frequency-related dynamic coming through for you guys. And it might be that you're in hermit mode. You have deep desires, but your friendships don't know, and you're keeping it very close to your chest. But at the same time, even if there was a third-party situation or a love triangle and they're in a karmic connection, you're fearing they're going to remain in that. But you may be very surprised that that is changing. Okay, how others are influencing your twin. They're being very cautious how they communicate with your twin, because I think your twin has really made it very clear to back off, as well as they're letting go of a certain pocket of their friendships. It's not completely over yet. They're friends that may be long-standing friends. They're not communicating. I feel they might just shut them out. Yeah, they are going to communicate, but I feel they've given this individual or these people 3 chances. It may be 3 separate individuals. But the movement forward is that they're going to end that pattern. They're letting go and they're having a rebirth. And again, that is directly connected to Jupiter moving into its home sign from Scorpio, which is all the underworld and the dark aspects, our mindset, our carnal needs, habits, moving into the frequency of Sagittarius. For them at a financial level and at a heart chakra level, where they currently are at, they feel there's no more room for growth. So universe is pushing them out because they do wish to offer love. and they don't have a passionate connection with it currently. In relation to love, in the way they see you and you see them, is deep love. I also feel feminine for some of you guys. You may have invested in a different person, and this is just for a pocket of you. I feel you're having a realization. You know, it might have been that you felt you settled, and you're in this dynamic, some of you, where you don't feel the abundance and the connection. And you do, it's like a choice between two. No room for one, but room for another. And you're very conflicted by that. And that's really why you're needing to recoup, okay? Financially speaking, money will be coming in, but you are moving into the abundant heart set where you can be open for it. You really have matured through the process. Your twin is at the beginning stages of perhaps a new career. Some of them really a nest egg moving forward. And they also have an idea of what it is to be a masculine. Yes, they're aware that there was a time where that frequency wasn't so, but I feel for them, they're looking at it and it's like the birth of a new idea at a financial level, at an emotional level, even thoughts of children with you. In the love domain, they don't want to have any more heartache. But they're having to end a cycle in order to begin a new one. Yeah, there you go. Old cycle, new cycle. Okay, what additional messages do we have for Leo feminines? Okay, your concerns are falseness around a connection, either yours or them within a karmic, and you're wondering if there is going to be a reunion. The clarification is yes. Okay, how you deal with that during the time is going to be important, because if you do have blocks or you haven't dealt with the direct energies previously, then it can directly impact the flow of the reunion state. We generally become united with ourselves first. Once we have that balance within ourselves and they've got their balance within themselves, you're able to have union. But you don't tend to have union until you find that with yourself. So if there are blocks and you feel you need to directly deal with them, book a reading or find somebody on YouTube that can help you with it. Or key point them yourself and do that work in there so that you're prepared and grounded with the healthy boundaries to move that connection forward. Love and light.